Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got the Greg Lightfoot Empire here with me for a review. But first of all, let me say thank to my buddy Rene for sending this guy along. Thank you very much. And second of all, just, hey, don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this kind of content. So let's see what we have here. We have an 8-inch overall long knife with a 3-inch long cutting edge, 3.5-inch long blade, and I would say 4.75-inch long handle. So handle to blade ratio is not optimal, but let's see how this guy looks, sound, and feel. But first of all, let's just do a quick size comparison up against, for example, the classic Ontario Rat number 2, and of course you know that it's coming up the Ontario Rat number 1. Look at this, boom, right in the middle. Smaller than the Ontario Rat number 1, which is a good thing. And this is the Spyderco Para 3, which you can see right next to that. And right up is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So again, it's bigger than the 3 and smaller than the 2. Let's see how this guy compares up against the Chris Reeve knives, small Sebenza 21 and the large Sebenza 21 right over here. So again, we are in a situation right in the middle of these pretty common sizes for knives. This is the Custom Knife Factory 520, and this is the also Custom Knife Factory Snafu 2.0, small one and a big one. You can see this is a little bit, probably the same size, maybe a tad bigger than the 5th, but definitely it's smaller than the Snafu. And let's see how it does compare up against the Shirogorov Neon Zero, which is a fantastic carryable size, and this is up against the Shirogorov F95R Slim, which is a big boy. So you have an idea of that. Let me take another Russian. We've got the Kultrotech Sirius right there. Another Russian, because why not? Cheburkov Small Strige. And since we are there in Russia, I'm just going to show you another fantastic one, just to show you guys. This is the Shirogorov Custom Division Quantum. And just because we are talking about Greg Lightfoot, which is a Canadian knife maker, I'm gonna show you Rod Olson Galaxy. I'm gonna show you Peter Rassenti large Nirvana 3.0, and I'm gonna show you another Canadian maker, which is Kirby Lambert, with this grain in dragon skin, zirconium, and carbo quartz. How about that? That's a pretty cool trio of Canadian makers. So Greg Lightfoot Empire, this is a beast of a knife. It's a custom knife, really solid. It's heavy, it's mean, it's menacing looking. It's like full dress. There's a lot of things going on. Let's start from the handle, because it's interestingly thick. Look at these slabs, like the titanium slabs are crazy. Look at this, they're pretty thick. Bit blasted titanium liner lock. You've got a dense twist Damasteel scale on both sides, of course, and this black Timascus going on for the bolsters and the clip, which are, by the way, nicely chamfered on the outside. On this area, there is actually not really much chamfering going on the inside, and there is no skeletonization on these two slabs, which probably would have been a good idea to reduce the weight, because this guy is probably one of the heaviest knives that I tried at 8.4 ounces. So not a lightweight for sure, but I mean, look at the slabs employed for the Damasteel scales, and I mean, there's two, and this, I mean, the bolsters, and look at the size of the liners. These are thick slabs. And so yeah, there's not much chamfering going on the inside. You've got open construction with two standoffs like that. There's no lanyard hold solution for you guys, but you have stainless steel lock face insert. You don't have much area here to disengage the lock bar, which is reminding me a little bit like the Spyderco Magnitude, for example, which is built like this. So here is bright. You see there's some area to go and try to disengage the lock bar, but you have just a little indentation here, which you have to try to jam your finger, and just it doesn't really work. So that's a little bit of a design flaw in my opinion. So just it could be resolved just by widening up a little bit this area. I think it would be a little bit more comfortable. So that is one. And another thing that I would improve probably would be the pocket clip, because the tension is all right, but this is really, really pointy. So it's not the most comfortable. It's looking good. I like the how these lines are nicely following the development of this pocket clip, but it's a little bit pointy here and probably a little bit too strong in the retention department, but maybe that's just me. Also, I like the blue anodized titanium hardware. I like this flushness going on also for the pocket clip with these looks like a pistol barrel kind of thing, so it's interesting. And you've got your flipper tab right over here, which is nicely designed to follow the contouring right up here. Of course, the pocket clip is tip up carry only. It's not reversible, it's not ambidextrous, and it's just gonna stay here. If you check the blade, you've got a lot going on in this blade, guys. This is a Sanmai Damascus blade, which means that you have a jacket of Damascus, which is this one, wrapping around the core of this blade, which is the shiny part, which is polished in this case. And actually you can even see it from above. You can see the jacket right here, and you can see the core. There's some aggressive jimping going on right here, nicely chamfered and symmetrically swedged. So you see on this side there's no swedge, so this is an interesting configuration. There's an asymmetric swedge over here to expose this unique design for the Sanmai. And there's like a harpoon kind of shape over here, and basically you have a very, very long belly up to this point and a recurve edge up to the wide finger choil, which also is like a sharpening choil, of course. So really, really functional shape. Then you've got, of course, your flipper tab right over here, and down it goes onto these couple of finger grooves, nicely designed. And you can see the contouring is going on this side, which is gently resting on the palm of your hand like that. So it's really, really ergonomically well designed, and then goes back and you have this curve, and that's it. So nice ergos for sure. Feels like when you choke up like this, you know, you can choke it up like that and really hold it like this, and it's crazy. Like the level of comfort is so crazy, so comfortable. It's very good. On the other side, it's thick and heavy, and it feels a little bit on the boxy side. It's not like square or edgy or sharp or anything, but it doesn't feel like, for example, like this guy, which is beautifully rounded off and nicely contoured, which your hand wraps around it better than this one, I have to say. This feels the hand more because it's chubbier, but the ergonomic of the Olson, for example, are a little bit better in my opinion, and for my hand especially. But you see, 1, 2, 3, this wraps around beautifully, and then you have this divot here to be able to take advantage of this design shape right there. So really, really cool. Of course, you've got your Lightfoot logo going on over here on this side, and nothing going on this side to leave just a clean look. You've got a nice plunge grind, which in this case just follows the Damascus jacket right there. So really, really cool. And if you check the sound, very nice and clicky. A clunk, dip, and a nice subtle click. It's a sound that you would never expect from a menacing beast like this one. It's a very gentle sound and very discreet closing click. Very, very interesting. So we were saying the weight of this guy is not contained. This is 8.4 ounces overall because of the sheer thickness of these slabs and the Sanmai. It feels like solid. The weight is there. So great ergos, I was saying, the weight is there. You don't really have that much sharp corner except for the lack of chamfering around the flipper tab. It feels good in the hand. It has a great grip, nice jimping, absolutely functional. You've got a nice grip, also reverse grip. It works. It's not the most comfortable, but it works. Level of solidity is stellar, even if there's no backspacer, just a couple of standoffs. It feels absolutely solid, reliable in the hand, just a beast of a knife. Fit and finish also is really, really good. I don't feel any gap, maybe just a little bit over here, a little bit of lip, nothing too crazy. It's the craftsmanship is it's really, really there. Of course, there is no blade play. You've got a little bit of a thumb ramp here. The clip ramp is nicely designed. It's a little bit on the pointy side. The retention clip is nicely done. Deployment speed is not the fastest, probably because it still has to break in a little bit, but it's not the fastest. And also, like because of the shape of the flipper tab, if you do like a push button like that, it's gonna work, but it's gonna be a little bit digging into your fingertip. So probably if you just do like a light switch like this, it's gonna be less creating less finger soreness on your fingertip, and it's gonna be probably a little bit more reliable than just like trying to do the push button, which is gonna probably whip it a little bit faster, but still we are in the same ballpark. Action is smooth, is running on bearings. It could be improved, I think, by just a little bit of maintenance. I'm not gonna disassemble this one because it's not mine, but I believe that it can be improved. So probably, and also it's new, so there's a little bit of breaking in period, especially for like, see, it goes down like that. There's no like guillotine effect. You just need to wiggle a little bit in order for the blade to go in the closed position. There's also like this, you see, I'm able actually to touch the tip of the blade. It's not like unsafe, but if I use my finger, I can actually pull it out. So a little bit less, you see, it's there. So a little bit less, it would be a little bit safer. There's no rattling when shaking. This is well put together. And also my other nitpick is this one. The lock bar is not that easy to disengage, so there's a little bit of design flaw in this position. I don't feel any detent ball ramp over here, but actually there is. Right there. You see, you have like kind of like two steps. The first one, and then when it engages, and then the ball just goes nicely and smoothly around the tang of the blade. So really, that's a cool one. Of course, you've got your action that has to be improved, but you're backed up by a pretty solid ergo. Like really, it feels really good in the hand. It fills your hand, and these grooves are just fantastic. So when you can choke it up like that, you know you're in business. And with this one, you're in business with class and with something that is mean looking. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.